Are you doing the intro, Matt, or how does this go?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to RGV Aerial Photography Flyover Live number 27. And we are crushing it today. We are on the pad and ready to go. They are lining up and just about to take off here in just a second, so we will be in the air momentarily. With us today, running the show, we've got Alex. Hello, Alex.
What's up, Matt? The show is quite the understatement. Try not to wreck the cars, more like it.
You got this. And then we also got Jake with us. Hey, Jake.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing really well.
And we got Todd as well.
Hey everyone, this should be exciting one way or another. Let's keep the trains on the tracks.
And with us, as always, is Indy on questions and donations. Hey, Indy.
Hey there. Hi, everybody.
All right, so we got a good one lined up today. I'm starting to get a few pictures coming in, as you can see in the corner, but won't have a lot until we start taking off. So, we're looking forward to this one. What are you guys looking forward to seeing the most, Alex?
Pretty much just Massey's, because, well, I want to see how their new tank foundations, if it's just going to be Lux or if they're going to expand it for move the methane as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as well. Massey's is my biggest interest at the moment.
And what do you guys think is going to be happening at Massey's if they get that whole land swap and get all the area around Massey's as well? How do you think that's going to make the site transform?
Hopefully we'll get a couple more hot fire stands, because they're with the number of ships they want to build, they're definitely going to hit testing infrastructure limitations sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that and redundancy. If something does happen again, that they're ready to go somewhere else, not, they can keep them testing and keep going while they're replacing and repairing. So I'd like the redundancy would be great.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And maybe move the booster, which I think that would be crazy if they made a booster stack fire stand out there. Not sure how
I could maybe see that happening eventually. I think SpaceX would like to try and move as much testing away from the launch site as possible.
If they just do a test area where they can hot fire, but they don't have to do all 33 at one time. They can just do, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 here and there. So it doesn't have to be built up as much as the OLM area, but we can make sure things work, make sure it's lighting, make sure the ground systems and everything's ready to go. And then they can go do a quick hot 33 engine and then get ready to go.
Yeah, maybe get to the Falcon where they just do a quick hot fire and finish the stack and go. So they don't have to keep moving back and forth from production to pad.
Yes, all four in the chat thinks that it might be the end of the moat around Massey's. What do you guys think about that one?
Maybe. But they can't make their own evil island lair if they get rid of the moat. Or secede to Mexico really quickly.
Jake, what do you think on that?
I don't know. I'm not sure when it comes to that around there. I mean, from what I see people saying, it's probably not going to be the easiest of things to deal with, but
right. Apparently, we're going to have a whole impossible environmental review to be able to get rid of that, right?
Yeah. Is it connected, or is it just like a drainage like the other canals they have?
I mean, it looks sort of connected, but it also looks blocked off at the same time.
Yeah, that whole area, and what was its original purpose and intent, if it's, part of the riverbed, then it won't. But if they just, for reasons, decided they needed a moat around the gun gun range way back when. But I'm sure that's not the reason.
Also, speaking of Massey's, we have that new TFR above Massey's that just went into effect to go up to 10,000 feet. So,
Well, actually, it does look like that was pulled either yesterday or day before.
was it?
Yeah, maybe because I should imagine it's probably because 39 is probably not going out as soon as SpaceX was hoping it would, maybe.
Oh,
So
well,
they
that
need
would be
to
interesting.
adjust it.
Yeah, if we could tell him,
Yeah, we
if
need to find
Mauricio is listening, you don't have to go to 10,000 over Massey's.
Well,
He's not in the chat, but we should probably have someone double check that and just try to message him or something just so we can get him the update.
well, I think they also talk with air traffic control, so
Yeah.
they kind of control the airspace. And even with the TFRs, they can tell you can fly in it or not. So we have our lovely little airport lot.
Ask for forgiveness versus permission.
I mean, is that not how one should generally function?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, nope. Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy today. Unfortunately, generally when Mauricio and company say the weather's bad, we usually get the best pictures, so.
Yeah, and plus usually when it's cloudy inland, it tends to open up once we get closer to the water. So here's hoping.
I think it's going to be fine, to be honest. Matt, watching this GoPro is pretty addictive, I gotta say.
It's just
Yeah, you still gotta pay
gorgeous
attention to
views.
us.
Yep. How long does it normally take us to get up to altitude?
I think it takes around 20 minutes or so, maybe 30.
Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
And which plane are we in?
I believe we are still in the 172, if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody's favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like they're wrapping up doing whatever they're doing with Pad 2 with the mount, because it appears most of the scaffolding started being removed. I don't know if you noticed anything, Jake. What up, Todd? Sorry.
I was going to say, I thought I saw someone this morning say that the top of the deck looked clear, but I haven't verified that myself. Jake, have you seen anything?
So what was the question, Tom?
Was the top of the OLM cleared?
Yeah, pretty sure I've seen that. A lot of scaffolding's been cleared off the top of it, and the scaffolding bucket has been seen going down in the middle of it as well. So maybe removing that lower scaffolding as well now.
It's kind of exciting.
Man, they have got a lot of trailers lined up in that lot.
And it looks like they're prepping to raise another one of the cranes too, with the mass sections already loaded.
Yeah.
I have never. Where's BJ when we need him?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Well, we're at the top section, question mark, for the Gigabay? Or is there one more section?
I can't remember how many sections we're going to have on there. Was it 6 or 7?
Let's see, 6 would take it 360 feet-ish. So I thought BJ was saying the last set of columns were slightly taller than the previous one, or the top columns were, but I may be mistaken.
Mr. Dave Avery is saying 7 sections.
Well, Dave better watch out, because we're going to just hijack him into the stream. Since what else do we have coming in? So yeah, mainly just
Yeah, mostly brown lot and across the street from it.
a little bit of the port. Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what this stuff on the lower right corner is on the brown lot, but one shouldn't listen to me when it comes to the Gigabay. Or remains of our poor carrier.
It amazes me how quick that thing is going. Like, I know sometimes it doesn't look like they make big steps, but overall the time there, it's just incredible how fast it's gone.
Yeah, and the ship and the right to the left of it, I just realized they've already started ripping the bow off it, so that's kind of
Man, look at all them clouds. Looks like an LNG tanker there.
yeah, it's the same one that I think's been sitting there for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Boy, I think he's there a little early.
Well, gotta get there before the queue. So it's just our standard for old friends, friendly tanks.
Yeah, I wonder.
I did have another look, and I'm definitely not seeing that TFR on the website anymore. But I don't know if someone else wants to double check it as well, just to be absolutely sure. The one for Masters.
I've been looking as well, and I haven't seen it either.
Someone should let Mauricio know so they can ask ATC if what's going
Yeah.
on with it, if they know, or they'll be told. Who knows?
I'm working on that now.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Yeah, of course, we've only got one of the stands at Marcy's now. Because the static fire test stand rolled back last night.
Yeah, I
So
saw that. I was about to say that too.
did they roll the other stand over the trench for the legs to be welded on like we suspected, or couldn't tell from the ground?
No, I don't think I've seen anyone mention it yet, so I think it's still sitting off to the side. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get that work done on that stand so they can clear the way for the ship to come back out. Hopefully soonish, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like they pulled most of the scaffolding around from the bottom of 40 as well. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird one. They seem to have pulled out, all the scaffolding now, but there's still a big patch of tiles missing up on the above one of the aft flaps. So I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, that gap's been untouched seemingly for a week now.
Yeah, it's been fun though seeing how fast they can actually get through tiling the gaps. Yeah.
And it's Yeah, Matt, I think you're right. Looks like there's going to be a lot of gaps in the clouds.
Yeah, yeah, you can see more towards the water. It looks like it's thinning out a bit, so fingers crossed.
Either way, however high we need to go over Massey's, I want to make sure we thank everybody for all the help that they give Mauricio, because especially if they are raising the TFR to 10,000 feet, that's a lot of oxygen you're going through. And I'm just glad we can do this for them and make them safe. So thank you all for helping out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys donating last week to help us refill that oxygen. Very much appreciated. And while I'm thinking about it too, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you're enjoying the stream, if you could give us a like down below. And make sure that you're subscribed as well.
Those 4 tanks are still sitting at the port, near the port, next to the port connector road.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this tank is actually destined for masses.
I think there is a good chance of that happening, with the way it's still sitting there like that.
Is
And
that
at least go on.
I was just wondering if is that one the same size as those newer 4 that they had put in by Pat A?
It is. The 2s that are at Massey's, I believe, are slightly larger. I think they're around 50 cubic meters larger. Because this one looks more like the Chart tanks, Chart Industries, as opposed to I think it's Aerotech is the maker of the 2 that are at Massey's right now. But the footings they put in at the launch site, they have this 6 pedestals, 3 per side, and generally most of the tanks like this one are only using 2. The large tanks they have at 39A have the 3 pedestals per side, as well as the 2 short large tanks, methane tanks at the launch site. So suspicious whether or not they're going to be updating, and we're going to have 3 different tanks, which will be kind of hilarious.
They just want to watch us suffer.
Yeah, those of us with OCD would love to see the consistency, but they don't care.
Supply chains rules all.
True that.
And it's part of the charm, you know?
Yeah, you tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself to feel good, because it still bugs the heck out of me.
I'm not saying it makes me feel good. Definitely a large helping of cope going on here, so.
And look at how those clouds have cleared for us.
It's like magic.
Or witchcraft.
2 weeks in a row.
I think it's funny at the port where all the dredge tailings they just used to build up on either side of the dock.
So about that new spot out by the port, what everybody's calling the shark fin or shark tooth, do we know when they're going to get a ruling on that, of whether they get it or not?
I don't think there's been any new information from the previous. It sounds, I mean, from the initial meeting, it sounded more or less it was all just procedural. But if Vent Dudes was around, he seems to follow those sorts of activities a lot closer than I do, as far as what the normal procedures and timelines are.
Yeah, his researching skills are above all. He amazes me every time.
Absolutely.
And if any. Let's see. How's our friendly LNG plant coming? So Todd, can you see my cursor?
It's still a little small. Can see it, but we might want to try something bigger for the show. But
Fine.
I don't know what Steph uses, but yeah, I know that she did have to find a good one when she started that was big enough.
See, I'm lazy and I don't like having a swap between cursors. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I mean, see what the audience says. If they think it's big enough, we can go with it. If they agree, then we can try to find something bigger for you.
I mean, I can, but I'm just lazy. Shocking, I know.
Which you get for volunteering, bud.
Hey, somebody had to do it.
We need to step you up to the adult sizes.
No. You're not going to drag me to the adult table. I don't like it. Adulting. No fun. Do not recommend.
0 out of 5.
I wouldn't go that far. It has to be pretty bad for me to give somebody a 0.
Oh, we're starting to get some wide shots of the launch side coming through as well now.
And while we're looking at stuff, we want to thank Yazada for the $5 donation. He says, gets the ball rolling. Then Andy with £5, he says it's for gas. And DMHMT with a $1.99 donation. And she says, challenge accepted, but tight budget this week. Thank you all for your donations. We really appreciate it.
I spy some new concrete in that shot. Right down
Indeed.
near the gateway to Moscow. Yeah.
Right around there.
The next Starbase victim when they go to break it up, they'll let it do it.
And that's where on the mud map that they're talking about having extra water storage. Is that correct?
Indeed it is. I think it's water storage
Yep.
1.
Yeah, I think the other one's near the back of the launch side, isn't it? I think.
It's here, as long as I'm not okay, now there's too much to look at. I believe it's over in this area is where they have the other water storage. Which is as well as yet another liquefaction area. Let's see.
Yeah, what a great wide view right now. You can see nearly every area. Launch site, production site, Rio West, the school, everything.
Speaking of, everybody's.
Oh, they're really getting the area around it cleaned up, aren't they?
Yeah, why is it?
They're finally finishing the top.
Yeah, it's a blue area up there. It's like, what is?
Yeah, that's the underlayer. That's like the first sheet basically, and then they put the insulation on top of that.
Okay, so that's like the water seal layer.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not a swimming pool?
I was hoping for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Roof swimming pool, that'd be fun. Talk about a place to party while watching a launch, right?
Seriously, I'd have to get a waterproof laptop and couldn't get me out of it.
We can zoom into those shots a little bit too. Ooh.
There's our static fire stand, made it back. Let's see what.
Looks like the painting on level 1 is complete.
And the headache netting is all up, it looks like.
Yep.
Let's see.
I was going to say, you see some, I think, what, level 5 columns there as well now, aren't you? They started going up yesterday or the day before.
I think right here.
Yeah.
If. Okay, I'm going to be. This is bad because I just want to scroll. And then people are going to go even more crazy and chase me away. I have to look at my possible breakover toys. So let's see. That.
All right, here we go.
Wow. What are they doing in the back at Massey's?
That was where they were cutting the concrete.
Yeah, now they're really going for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Did they cut a line over to the locks pool?
It does kind of look like it.
This resolution, yeah.
That's interesting.
I wonder if that's going to be the new flagship pond
Locks.
at the back there. Yeah.
Wait, possibly.
Big though. There's a really big one.
Oh, a lot of work going on in that tank area.
A lot of work going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Here I thought we'd have 18.3 dash, choose your own adventure, electric boogaloo, 420. Yeah. You mean up there, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, they are going at it.
Those are some long piles.
Yeah, we're getting some good piles in there.
Are they normally that big for tanks? I thought they weren't. I knew they were big, but I didn't think they were that big.
It's a little deceptive because the full cage section, glancing, looks like it's only like 20 or 30 feet, because I'm assuming this is probably the full 60-foot lengths. But yeah, that if, and maybe those aren't the full length tails, because that would, eyeballing it, be close to like 120 feet, which is kind of cray.
And this is our first week seeing that new stand over at Massey's, isn't it?
Which one?
That one. Yep.
Well, last time it was here, it was just in pieces. Way back before 18 decided to show off its innards. Yeah. I am just like a squirrel, so I'm the worst person to be doing this with fresh images. Yeah, I would say that they're gonna probably be moving that Locks Pond is a pretty safe bet.
Or a second static fire stand? Or would they
Nah,
not put it that close together?
I don't think they'd be that close in there. Also, they'd have to do so much more prep work for the trench, which way they build it. I don't think they'd be that far yet without more support.
It's just an interesting size, is all, compared to the one right next to it.
It is suspicious. Let's
We want to thank Jake for his donation of $9.99. And he says, money for sweet petrol love and O2. Thanks, RGV. Love these flyovers. Thanks, Fly Jake.
Oh, good. We're going to have some
great top-down shots.
I know. Must not squirrel.
Too late.
How do you watch this from your phone? That's just crazy.
I don't know. It's just all I've ever known, so it just works for me. I'm sure when I get a laptop or a computer, it's going to be like, why? How was I ever doing that? But for me, it works.
Don't get a laptop. Don't get a computer. It's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Trust me on this.
You don't need none of that newfangled technology.
Computers will ruin your life.
Todd, just like being on the top of the tower on the side and the side scaffolding, just say nope.
I think
nobody knows.
Hanging out on that little pop-out chair on the gate is safer than owning a computer myself, but
apparently some Pad A deflector pipes have been seen in Sanchez.
see, I will just where?
So, chat, if Alex is going too fast, you'll have to let us know because I won't know because I think me and his ADHD works about the same speed. What's that? What's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that?
Shiny,
Ooh, over
shiny.
there.
Yeah, it's going to be right where the OLM construction area is.
Yeah, except there's a sprinter van there, and I don't have. Oh yeah, I see. Right over there.
Photo 2925 is what Paul says from Patreon.
Dave pointed out that there's sheathing.
Yeah.
2930.
There's a bunch of them in like stacks, so they're are already connected. They're not like in like for the first trench where they were all like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, members, please continue to do this. Help us out, show us things you're seeing, and let us know because sometimes we don't see it all at the same time, and some things are more important than others. So let us know.
Absolutely, that's part of the point of this flyover stream is to have people chime in and check out the pictures and.
Yeah, because I will just fixate on something shiny and won't even tell you what I'm looking at because I'm mean like that. But that's really cool.
And we are in the green room. So if you're in the green room with us and you see something or tell us when you need us to slow down, speak up. You're allowed to talk. Everybody can talk in here.
Yep.
Oh, there are SPMTs under the booster transport stand.
I wonder why.
And it seems like they were removing scaffolding from inside the launch mat. Awesome.
They are.
Why would they do that?
So if you want to show it, 2923 photo.
923.
And as you look for that photo, we want to thank Bobby for his $100 donation. And they say testing. We'll try to give through PayPal instead of YouTube so we get more money. Fingers crossed. We got it, Bobby. Thank you so much.
Bobby, you rock. That is amazing. Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, so I think like maybe Monday or I don't know for the booster. It will be soon.
That is great news.
You watch.
I was completely blind as I'm like, which booster stand has SPMTs under it?
You watch. It'll just be
2 different ones in that picture.
I know. I'm like, where? The ship's all ready. The boosters all ready.
What was that,
Yeah,
Jake?
Sorry, go ahead, Jake. Jake, what were you saying?
It's you watch. They'll go and roll that booster stand empty to the launch site again, and then roll it back again.
They'll send the static fire out, Jake.
Right, just kidding.
It might be also for like fit checks or something. They did it for like 3 times already, but I don't know.
The 5th time's a charm. Okay, what else is there new and exciting?
Let's see if we got any more shots of the launcher. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot of new concrete.
Over unders, how long it's going to survive?
Yeah,
Not
really.
very long.
And it appears that they're all ready to lower the crane down.
What's going on to the left of the crane there?
Right here,
Yeah, what is that?
they dug up the concrete, and it looks like they dug the concrete up over here as well.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So also they are doing the concrete pad around the first tower.
Pad scrap?
Yeah, they're like widening the base so they can like build all the auxiliary things.
As I say, yeah, you can see from the ground the great big pile of ripped up concrete. At least I thought.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're not using any piles, so it's just a normal raft foundation.
Looks like they're starting to put piles in that newer area too, off to the right of the pad. Right up at the very top of the picture there. Yeah.
That's the drill rig. I think it's been parked there for a number of weeks.
Oh, okay.
These images will be very bad because I'll just squirrel on things. And
Dave also points out there's a CH4 delivery truck right there.
There's been quite a few the last few days, I've noticed, yeah.
They've been very active with their commodities drop-offs.
Yeah, I think we saw like 3 of them there last week, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, they put the new offload stations, but they're not active yet. It looks like they painted for them. Okay, now this is getting bizarre. How it steps in. Okay.
It's it's a bit funky.
Man,
Huh.
that GoPro view is just insane right now.
Yeah, if you have it on my screen, people will probably get a bit nauseous. Of course, my favorite ASU.
Yeah, starting to cover all that conduit.
Yeah, and I didn't realize they moved LR 1500. That's curious.
Oh yeah. I guess that's why they put down all that material there the other day.
Right? And yeah, now it looks like they're going to be concreting in most of the area, that it wasn't a pad for that control building. Oh no.
Looks like he was able also to catch S39 in the top left stand inside Mega Bay 2.
So I'm looking into the right side. It's like, where's the left side?
You were looking for BJ. He's in chat in the Patreon lounge.
Nah. I'm just scrolling all over the place as it is, so it's not.
Alex said, hard pass.
No. Squirrels. See. Yeah, no.
So is that 2 have jumped, or is that far one not jumped yet? Is it only 1?
What do you mean? Oh, tower cranes. See, this is when I can't tell from these angles. And I think we have to say BJ to try and get him to answer.
Yeah, Chocolate Waffles just pointed out that the door headers on those side doorways are installed.
Oh, yeah, on the ground photos last week, we saw the plates installed.
You can see from this view also. That.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, this it. That's it.
Boo on doors and skin.
Yeah, leave it open.
But would that be a door here? It should be like connected to Star Factory completely. So
last week on the ground photos, they had plates for which looked like, and they installed them for headers and to stop down the sides of the opening. So it might not. You can have interior doors. Come on. It's not that weird. So I'm thinking to myself out loud.
Oh, BJ just pointed out on pad 2 that they are working on the back end of the retention pond, taking it out. So
they had taken out the connectors last week, but are they actually demoing the?
Oh yeah, they're demoing the concrete and everything.
Yes. I'm sure there's a much better shot than that. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like making it challenging.
It's funny because it's true.
It is. I know me. It's like, here, look. we can sort of see the corner is blurry. I'm sure there's a better photo, but
yeah, we're waiting on the pick number.
If you zoom in on that one you just had, sorry, Matt. If you zoom in on the one you just had, that might be the same one that BJ's using in Patreon Lounge. He uses that small portion of it.
This is as far as we can go with the previews.
Okay.
But that's exciting. It's and the map, they did not have that pond alive, so yay, it's
Very
going.
True. Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
No one and yet everyone chat says, best show ever. Long live the squirrel hunters.
Oh, this is restraint by my part. I normally would be like clicking and just, this is trying to behave, not doing a great job.
No, you're doing great, my friend. Fly Jake's wondering how many levels will the Gigabay be when it's finished? 8 or 10?
So
7?
Yeah, I think we said 7 earlier. Pick number 3242.
Yeah, I think they've reached level 7 at the Roberts Road Gigabay.
Yeah, I especially like how just a little red paint to let you know this is methane offloading.
Yeah, if you want to go to picture number 3242, Alex.
3242. There we go. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I did not have that on my bingo card that they'd be removing it this soon. So it looks like they might just be working on the plumbing back there.
Maybe extending it to wherever the new one's going to be.
They don't have a pond listed. I mean, they built that cofferdam and put a little dirt and a little liner in it to keep it from leaking. So
yeah, they're supposed to have a large road going all the way around the perimeter, basically. So
they've been saying that for like 10 years now, it feels like.
yeah, but they actually showed it in the plans.
And we want to thank David Richter for the $100 donation. And he says, thanks for the flight. Great shots as always. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you, David. We appreciate that. That goes a long way for us.
Okay, must not go back to Tank Farm. Must not go look at Tank Farm. Squirrel.
There was a question in chat where Matthew was asking, are all the pipes at the ASU that were removed last week at the ASU now gone?
Yep.
Do we have photos?
Which pipes were we?
The ones on the small extension.
The pile.
Yeah, you remember that unkempt pile?
Yeah, all the conduit ends. Hold on. No, we had a... Yep, they're all gone. It looks like they're
starting to get that area leveled out.
And keep extending that pad. Okay. I don't know how Steph does this.
Very squirrely, just like you.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, we got some like half moon areas starting to show up there. It's like a little walkway to that back area. Interesting.
It appears they poured that concrete wall in the back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just scaff levels, or?
I was just gonna say, unless it's scaffolding.
Looking at the white part, the gray part, being the top of the concrete.
I can't tell if that's the concrete or if that's scaffolding, PK. I hope it's... this shot makes it look more like... Because there's 3 distinct levels heading up.
Yeah, more like scaffold. Yeah.
Scaffolding.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can sort of see the rebar, I think. That's less exciting.
You know what is exciting?
Yeah, the half moons are interesting for sure. And then there's another curve looking up to the north there. Potentially.
Go ahead, Indy.
We just wanted to thank Darth Lawrence for his 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much.
You rock, Lawrence.
Thanks, Darth.
Thanks, Darth. You're just lucky you didn't get roped into this.
Uh-huh.
You're paying your tax. And I can't help myself. I just go right back to tanks.
So here's a little extra info from BJ out of Patreon Lounge. He says, if you're asking about the Gigabay columns, it's 7 column segments, but with parts of 5, 6, and 7 being half height, it's just under 6.5 full height columns tall.
That's why we keep him around. He's good at that stuff.
He's got all the
One of
facts
the
and
many
figures.
reasons.
That sounds
Yeah,
very
definitely.
spaghetti-like. It's 7,
John T. has
5.
Now you forget, Zach is the one that likes spaghetti.
Mon spaghetti.
John T. has a question. He's wondering, is the visitor center new rocket garden building in shape of the flame trench?
It sure seems that way as of now, but it still remains to be seen, I think, what it ends up. I guess if we can get some closer pictures of the rebuy, we might have a better idea.
It kind of is flame trench-like, yeah.
Except one wall's flat and the other wall's curved.
Yeah, it has a bit of a flare. It has some flair to it, so yeah.
But from the road, it won't make a difference.
Yeah, very true.
What would be neat is if they put a stand right in the middle of that and put a booster right on top of it so we can walk under it. Woof.
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And that deluge, those deflector pipes aren't for pad scraps or for gear.
Right.
And they'll make a water park option and you can just slide down.
There you go. the new Las Vegas, right?
Yeah. You have a splash pad, and you have, you don't want to be there when they simulate the Raptors. That might get a little extra spicy.
Static Fire show happening every day at 10 a.m.
Okay. No, I'm like a squirrel. Somebody please point me in a direction.
I just love watching to see that someone else's brain works like mine. It's not just me.
Everybody else is crazy.
Can we see any new progress at the old fleet maintenance area?
John says water park deluge.
I mean, that's where my money's at currently. We need to make that a thing. Let's see. It's like, where's that side of the village?
The most important question of all, Stephen Lewis is asking, where will the palm trees go?
They'll be planted along the road for about 6 months, and then they'll be removed and put into the mulchers.
I was about to say installed.
Yeah, they'll put it on top of the parking garage.
Yes.
Everybody loves the fact that we said installed in the edited video this week.
You gotta be kidding me.
I know you're listening, Aurora, and yeah, I'm gonna stay with installed just for you.
Is this a maintenance lot that people were?
Yeah. Looks like they got some grass or something going around that BMX track too.
Very cool.
Ooh.
On the other news, the 4 new methane tanks are all connected.
They were.
I think the only one was connected.
Last week, yeah, earlier this week, they were actively transferring methane between them as well. But
I think on the last flyover there was only one, right?
Yeah, this one was connected last week, and now the other 3. So yeah. As far as I could tell from testing this week, it looks like the farm is back operational. I really want a good ground photo of right here.
And if I remember correctly, last week they were emptying some of these tanks, weren't they? Do we know which tanks are getting removed or why they are emptying them?
For the last few weeks, these 3 smaller ones have appeared not to have been in use, or at any point they were filling. None of their headers have been frosted over, and I haven't seen any signs for probably month and a half that these take. But and currently, last week, these two, their manifolds were frosty. So if they were transferring propellant, it's likely they were draining those. So possibly all 5 are empty, just like their online cold spare.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a major redesign of this area over the next year.
I don't know what would give you that idea. Okay, yeah, that GoPro shot is a bit mesmerizing.
Whee!
Right?
If you're queasy, look away now. When does everybody think we're going to get some paint on this mount?
Never.
I was gonna say I don't think they're gonna paint it.
No, it's like this is the type of steel they won't paint it.
Yeah, they have that Pharmacade stuff or whatever it's called that they've been testing on it.
Just looks so horrid with random patches.
That stuff is just to remove the oxidation. And then they have to repacify it. But yeah, all the discolorations. Yeah, that whatever that stuff, it's a cleaner / descaler. And usually you just use it on the welds, but it looks like they may or may not be trying it on the whole panel, which will be it'd look a lot better than just a nice shiny welds, but yeah. Uh-oh, darts. They did hoist all the railing up top.
Yep.
And the more pressing question, did they remove the air compressor?
It will stay there forever right now.
That'd be awesome.
Looks like it's almost a permanent fixture. How much?
It'll go flying. Oh, that's interesting. Paging Zach. Paging Zach.
Well, what do we got going on there?
Water treatment.
Where are you looking?
Right here. The big frac tank and the yeah, there looks like they're gonna start potentially pulling in reusing water, actually.
We want to thank Johnny Bubbas for his €4.20
Yep.
donation for coffee.
I could use good strong coffee right about now.
It'd be interesting to see how they close up that access port in the top of the roof.
Oh, please put like giant tornado doors.
Right, like a Bombay door.
As long as it has sound effects. Go on.
You don't know how will they keep the mount from rusting if they don't put some paint on it? Some sort of paint on it.
The bulk of it's stainless steel, so it is rusted, but it's chromium oxide, so it's not ferric oxide, so it's good rust. It's pacified to protect the iron in the steel.
Yeah, it almost kind of creates a coating, doesn't it, and keeps the oxygen from being able to penetrate deeper.
Yeah, the chromium oxides, the oxygen bond, it is bulky enough that oxygen can't work its way behind and get to the iron. It's the same thing on aluminium. Why it doesn't really, it gets a thin oxide layer and then is fairly inert to chemical attack. The thing is all the cool colors we get on stainless, that's just various oxidation states. As the temperature goes up, which what oxidizes change, and its oxidation color number determines the color. So you can also tell how hot the steel got at various points. But you generally want to clean that off because it does weaken the protection you have for the underlying material. Today in Material Science Trivia.
Looks like they're getting the base for the new Drawworks section on Tower 1 going.
Yep.
Thanks to Chocolate Waffles putting that up in Patriot Lounge. Yeah, right there at the base.
Can't help myself. There's tanks everywhere. Yeah, I can't make any. Now I'm a bit baffled with what exactly they're doing with the sheet piles here. They still haven't installed their pumps yet. Cool.
$39.63.
Just really quick, they left the driveway after all. Like some people were speculating. Some of us thought it was going away. Not naming names, me. And worst parking lot ever. Okay, Matt, what number?
3963.
And while you look for that, G. Bennett's wondering, could they not dig their own well to fill deluge tanks? Surely there's plenty of groundwater.
It's brackish, and they'd have to treat it. You wouldn't want salt water going through all the pipes, since most of that's mild steel.
So we do have an update on the TFR around Massey's. It is still 2,000 feet, so awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's directly from the tower. Mauricio, they just asked, so they're good. Yeah, you can see the embeds.
Yeah, they have a water main being installed from Brownsville that'll be running to fill the deluge.
I think they're wondering why they would go through all that instead of just drilling a well.
It's actually easier to pump it from Brownsville than having to do all the water treatment that would be needed to clean out that brackish water.
Yeah, because you'd have to reverse osmosis to get rid of the salt water, because you'd end up just concentrating and making it a salt. Because it's technically a fresh water. That side is technically fresh water, even though it's probably not. But so up here.
Yep, right there.
And
Yeah, that sheet pile setup is interesting.
One way of putting it.
Yeah, this one definitely looks like it's out closer to the outer wall. But I would have expected the outer wall for the ground support bunker to be as well. I did not have the old retention pond surviving longer than pad Bong's. It's like everywhere I look, I just get distracted by shiny.
So why do we think that they moved the 15,000? Maybe to start installing pipes?
Yeah, because the electrical and then the connects to the tank farm are going to be originating from over here.
Not to mention,
go on, Darth.
I was just going to say, not to mention, we've seen some interesting steel deliveries the last couple of days.
Yeah.
We know the compressor area is supposed to have a building basically built around it. So it would make sense to have that crane there to assist with that.
And then from the submittals for 37, these two pads are likely just for the free filters for the air intakes for the compressors. These one for side. And yeah, like Darts was pointing out, this whole area is going to have its own structure over it.
Is it going to be a closed structure or slightly open?
From the drawings, it looks like it's going to be completely enclosed.
So, like, only the intakes would be coming out of it, basically?
Yeah. And those might be, like I said, living exterior, so there might just be a pipe connecting the two structures.
Mm-hmm.
But they've really cleaned this area up. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that steel darts they're going to start assembling, erecting around and closing in our.
And do we have any better ideas on what's going on with that little kick out up there at the top?
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's where I've said the I've always thought the trailer they have with the variable frequency drives and stuff was going to move to, but nobody's believed me. I'm not bitter.
I mean, I believed you in the beginning, but then with all that conduit that's on the other side, it seems like they might be switching it up. But we'll see.
And if it's the same size as one at Florida's, there are 28 heat exchangers that are like 60 feet by 15 feet. So that's quite a bit of stuff is going to potentially be installed over there.
Personally, I really want to see what they're going to do over there with that long extension on the ASU. I've so many questions. So many ideas and thoughts from everyone, just ready for them to just do it.
Why is there a separate row of sheet piling in the ground next to the flame trencher pad 1?
That's what we're wondering.
That is a question. One thought is when they're gonna, since the GSC bunker is going to be sitting a meter and a half inset down, that sort of like they did with Gigabay, they're just building a sheet piles around, so when they do the excavation, they don't have to worry about as much groundwater intrusions while they're building the foundation and such. Is at least my working theory, but how the row directly adjacent to it steps in compared to the one they put last week. Now I'm questioning if that's
odd.
They do have a bit of a groundwater issue in this area, so
could it be because it's closer to the ocean, to the Gulf?
It's that, and it's also this area is previously it's just been that tidal marsh where you could tell where the tides were by how much water, like up here. So yeah, the groundwater is very interconnected, so it's constantly rising and falling in this area, more so than back by pad B. Let's see if there's a opposite angle. Actually, from here, it looks like that's about the right width.
Yeah, but there's a separate road as well. Oh, no, I forgot. I've mistaken, sorry.
Yeah, because here's the trench wall. Then this is a propellant. And this is a newest one that they just started this week, which looks like it's about the right width for the actual bunker. But this one,
yeah, that one
seems to step out. One thought is all the electrical conduit maybe they're going to put into its own culvert like they did with the propellant. But yeah, as of now, it's a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, it seemed like those piles were pointing directly at the Cobb's bunker, the old Cobb's bunker there.
Indeed, let me try. Yeah. Yeah. Well, or to the yeah. Well, yeah, come down here, Dog Lake. It's as good of a idea as I have, so yeah. What new and
we want to
exciting?
thank Patrick for his $11.04 donation, and he says, for more squirrels. And then we have a question from Dean White. He's wondering, will Pad 1 be built for V4, not V3?
It'll be for V3, potentially. We'll know when they take off the SQD arm, because it's currently hinged in the location where the high hinge point, which we're presuming would be for block 4. But at 39A, they removed it and lowered it. Or did they ever install it? They never installed it, I don't think, at 39. Did they, Dark?
No. In fact, they finished the arm before they rolled it out.
Yeah, they had to rip it apart. That's right. But yeah, that'll be... Because it looks like, just from the amount of staging and everything else, that they definitely want to have this pad up and running before block 4. But what was I looking for just a minute ago?
A rabbit hole?
Squirrels are everywhere. Yeah. That's hilarious that they put a vinyl pool liner down too.
I expect nothing less from SpaceX.
Hey, I called it a cofferdam, so there's that. Oh, and they're extending question mark?
Speaking of Pad 2, Mauricio just put another live camera out front out there, so we'll be able to track certain things whenever they happen now. It won't be a 24/7 cam, but whenever there's rollouts and things like that, we'll be able to go live or at least take some video.
Woo woo.
Yeah, so that'll be our second live camera that's back out there now. We've got one right across from the Gigabay, and now one outside of Pad 2.
Okay, that's a much better shot of those deluge pipes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And that header is getting... That might be for the 2 new methane tanks.
You doing a little work on that entrance right there?
Indeed.
Okay. Widening it for a certain reason?
No idea why they would need to widen it. I'm kidding. And putting a little hole for like a temporary bollard to drop in. But yeah, concrete, this has got to be something serious for them to dig up concrete.
Yeah, they don't do that often.
To drive in a prefabricated OLM.
Right?
I was going to say, I kind of remember 3 wide things that kind of had to go out that way.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to remind everybody to hit that like button for us, please.
Yes, please. Ooh, they got paint.
Squirrel paint where?
Yeah, both of them were rusty as all heck last week.
Rusty? Gray.
Where?
Gray. Rusty?
Oh, so apparently we did lose the live view, and it's actually because the battery died. Surprisingly. Not because of a drop Starlink, so that's interesting.
If only we could...
We should blame it on Starlink anyways.
I mean, yeah, Starlink, yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible. Hey, look, they're multiplying.
What exactly? Your mouse is very small.
Are those the ones for the bridge cranes?
Indeed. You know, I'm going to start getting a complex with people telling me certain things.
Sounds like a you thing.
His self-confidence is going in the toilet.
And yeah, where's the squirrel to distract me? Hey, look, they're building a SPMT tent.
Stephen Lewis has a question. He's wondering, do the environmentalists have to sign up on the direction of the flame trench exhaust?
No, they don't get a say. Oops, I said that out loud. No, they're consulted and their submittals are taken under advisement and collated and published, and yes.
Looks like they've put new concrete down where they have, yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was still being worked on last week.
And it looks like they're matching the slope of the road since there's a bit of a drop in this corner. So it's...
These Gigabay columns are just taking over all over the place in Sanchez now, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm sus about what this stuff is.
Like they don't have enough off-site storage, right?
BJ needs to talk to his people.
We are his people. What do you mean?
Oh boy, he's in trouble.
Oh, yeah. When the squirrel army is done with May, he's in trouble. Oh.
I am not going to repeat this, but well, Alex, you need to look at what Brian Aries said in the chat.
I try not to look at chat for very specific
Patreon
reasons.
chat or YouTube chat?
YouTube chat.
YouTube chat.
Then I definitely won't be looking at it. I have a bit of a I don't want to know.
Well, he's complimenting you. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
Trying to help your self-confidence.
If I wasn't self-deprecating, I'd have nothing. I'm just looking for shiny things to distract myself. Sorry.
Looks like that area in the new expansion that was underwater is really getting close to being finished.
Who made the comment?
Brian Aries.
Brian.
Todd's like, banning.
Yeah, he goes, I need to see it. I need to see it.
I need to ban him. The swamp up here?
Yep. Getting there little by little.
Not making comments. Not making comments. Not making comments.
I copied and pasted it for him in his DMs so he sees it.
You're assuming I even
That's great. Oh my god, I'm dying. Yes, I was scanning right when you said scanning, Alex.
Crane Man, you were trying to say something.
Save us.
I was under the impression that swamp thing was covered by now.
It looks like they were distracted by whatever they're doing with the water system over here. But I thought...
And just as a reminder for anybody who's looking at those pictures and are part of the Patreon, the Discord, be sure to put those up in the Patreon lounge. If you find any squirrels or rabbit holes.
It's kind of interesting that it looks like they're keeping this too as a sort of a capture pond and just pumping it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the pump and the line.
When is this going?
Dude. As soon as the Tesla chargers get moved.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of...
Something that hit me a couple of days ago whenever I was looking at some of the ground shots and stuff, with the Cybertrucks all plugged in along that wall and stuff, they're kind of acting like extra megapacks, basically, because if those who know, you can actually use the power both ways. So they're almost like extra battery storage by just sitting there being plugged into that wall.
So instead of getting more batteries for my solar, I could get a Cybertruck and just
100%, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. You can when you plug your car in your home and you have electricity system made right way, you can use the power from the battery from the car.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, now it's the fixed battery I have. It's quite expensive.
They are.
Don Freeman is technically not hosting, but he is a member, so he is in the chat, and every member who's in the Discord and in chat is welcome to throw out their comments. Everybody's a host right now.
Yes. Except for me. I'm just curating squirrels.
Yep, if you guys are in the green room and you have something you'd like to point out or you have a question or anything, feel free. Philip in the Patreon lounge just put a picture up of some pumps on a trailer that are being held, and asking if they were loaded and going to Massey's, and highly unlikely. Those have been there for at least a couple of months now that I can think of. It's picture number 4241. Yeah, the red ones in the very back. Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been sitting there for a while.
Those valves are... Go ahead, Alex.
No, continue. I was just snickering at something.
Oh, I was just saying those valves have been waiting to go someplace for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Or actuators, I should say.
I also wonder what's about those self-propelled trailers, right? The thing that looks like SPMT. I don't know why they have them here. Like, do you have any idea?
Waiting to do the horizontal transport.
All right.
Oh. So these are just modular and not set up yet, it would appear. Those top plate starts?
Yep.
And of course, more weights.
Can never have enough.
Did they take apart one of the turntables?
No, that's been out there for a long time now.
Okay. Why am I just seeing it now? Because it looks sort of like almost like the inner piece.
Oh, well, maybe actually. Yeah. It was sitting down in that. So deal with it.
Okay. Just as they've cleaned it up, it's now apparent.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they've been moving some things around.
Matt?
Ooh, my favorite place.
Look, they're moving the dirt track.
Yeah, right. They did just finish that little bit of landscaping in that area, probably about 2 weeks ago. Looks like they've been doing some clearing. Go ahead.
We want to thank Brian Aries for his $9.99 donation. Thank you so much.
The lot next to Sharky's looks like it's starting to get cleared.
Sharky's?
What was the name of that place again?
Chompies.
Chompies, thank you. Hey, sharks chomp. Yeah, you know.
Chomp.
Close enough.
Boo. I hate this gate. If I move my mouse... See, if I move my mouse crazy, it gets bigger.
No, it doesn't. But we love you just the way you are, Alex.
Well, thank you.
Small mouse and all.
I have a cat problem. What can I say?
You guys are going to get me in trouble. I'm just trying not to say things.
Come on,
Todd.
We're all friends.
You know you don't need any help. And you don't need any help getting in trouble.
Very true.
Now you have somebody to conveniently blame for instigating it.
Blame Starlink.
Blame Canada.
Definitely blame Starlink.
Don't blame Canada.
It was a Academy Award nominated song, okay? Who doesn't like a good show tune? You're not buying it?
Were you selling something?
To blame Canada being, quoting a song.
I got it.
So, how is Mauricio doing? Has he landed yet, or are we gonna get?
I don't believe so. I think he's still in the air.
Okay.
Should be anyway. He's probably actually rounding Massey's right now, honestly.
So,
why don't you give a little refresh to your screen and see what the latest pictures are? Because I know they were going to go back down to go, get some closer shots at Massey's.
Still stuck on 4241.
But if his Starlink is down, his battery camera's down. You said.
Yeah, it was just the battery that died.
Battery, sorry.
Okay, what does somebody want to look at? Andy, anybody in chat has?
The school.
I don't know if we had. I didn't remember seeing any school pictures.
There's a couple. I just want to see if they're working on the area next to the school, honestly.
And then DMHMT wants to see what they're doing with those BQD hood sensors. If we can, not that we can tell from the flyover, but
yeah, we wouldn't be able to see those, unfortunately.
A high res might be on.
School pics early in the stream.
Yeah, once we get the high res a little bit later, and we get into show and tell, that's when we'll be able to see those.
Our chat is quite funny. SJMK1 says, ironically, Celine Dion wrote Blame Canada.
Scrolling.
Why didn't I know that?
There's a school.
Where?
That's definitely something I did not know.
Right at the top of your screen now.
I know, but I'm like, squirrel.
Oh, are they putting the roof on finally? Oh, no, that's the... Wait, is that the back?
There?
Yeah.
The lattice over...
It's so hard to tell.
It looks like it's a lattice. Little shade for...
Because I've been waiting for them to put the white insulation on the roof.
This roof might be...
Hey, Matt.
Yes?
It looks like Mauricio landed about 10 minutes ago, according to Capsex, and I believe he's looking at the flying site.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hey, yeah.
He didn't message me to let me know, so...
The craziness can continue or not.
It's up to you. You're driving.
I mean, I'm good to call it because it'll be this afternoon will be a lot more fun.
Yeah, show and tell is going to be great. There's lots of good pictures here. And lots of stuff to go over. That's for sure.
The photos are going to be outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, those clouds really parted for us. That's awesome.
Yes. Show and tell will be full of squirrel food.
Absolutely.
Dave Reed.
No. Oh boy.
Oh, if Dave's gonna be there, then it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit. Not that kind of lit.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, we can call it here if you want to.
Yeah. It was fun. A lot of squirrels. And personally, did not get Todd's corruption as far as we should have. So we'll have to try harder next time.
That's what show and tell is for. He can corrupt freely.
Right?
Yes, it should be fun.
Perfect. Love this play.
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for the donations.
Alex?
Thanks for your time. We appreciate it. We will see you guys later.
And Alex, thanks for driving today. We really appreciate it. You did a great job.
I like driving right into the ditch, so it was fun.
Big thanks to Jake for being here also.
My pleasure. Sorry I couldn't talk quite as much. I was trying to deal with some Artemis related stuff in the background.
That's all good. We appreciate Event Dudes and BJ, Chocolate Waffles, all the guys in Patreon that were putting up the pictures. We really appreciate that kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll end it here.
And Darth Lawrence
and Indy.
Oh yeah, so many. Yeah, Indy for doing all our questions and donations. We really appreciate that. Bringing the funny.
For sure. My pleasure.
Yeah. So for those who are on Discord, we will be announcing here in a little bit what time we will have the show and tell. I think we're aiming around 5 o'clock, if I remember correctly, Indy.
That's correct. 5 o'clock Central Time.
Okay. So if it changes, we'll let you know. But otherwise, it's probably going to be 5 Central for the show and tell, and that's for all of our Patreon members and YouTube members as well. And yeah, then we'll have our normal weekly tomorrow at 12 Central. So with that, we will see you guys either later today or tomorrow. Love, peace, and chopstick roll grease.